everybody. I hope you're having a fantastic week. I want to get into the subject matter right away. We've all, well, many of us, I can't say all of us for sure, have watched this new show that's just catching like wildfire across the online Netflix audiences. It's called Stranger Things. And in case you haven't seen it, it's about a group of outcast and misfit individuals who become heroes and attempt to save the world from an evil force that was let in from another dimension. And this show, even though it wasn't necessarily perfect or well polished, has resonated with all of us. And I loved the show, even though I usually get perturbed if I see things that just don't work or aren't exactly perfect with a particular show. I couldn't help but fall in love with and connect to this show and its characters. And I thought to myself, why do we resonate so much with Stranger Things? I believe it's because part of us, especially me, really connects with the nerd geek character, being outcast and disliked and feeling that we don't have what it takes to overcome the evil that's trying to oppress our lives and the lives of those around us. We don't have what it takes to save the world, and yet it falls upon us to do something heroic. Those of us who seem like we have nothing to give, who've been called weird or strange or nerdy or geeky or any of those things, we feel that we can't do it all. And I think there's something inherently deep and resonant and connective about that idea, because all human beings feel at some point that we aren't good enough, that we are less than, that we don't have what it takes, that we're not going to be liked. And that part of us connects with characters like those who are protagonists in the show Stranger Things. We connect with those characters who seem the most unlikely to save the world, and we cheer for them because we want to believe that we too could do more than we have it in us to do. If we were given the chance, if we were given the opportunity, could we be powerful enough in our weirdness to connect with other strange, nerdy, geeky, weirdo, outcast people and band together and change the world? And that is exactly what our divine design calls us to do. We are uniquely weird, every one of us. Our Creator is also weird in his own way. God is not like any other. He is strange. He is wonderfully strange. And we are created in the image of a strange and wonderful Father. In his DNA, we are weird. We are different from others. There is no one quite like us. And because of our weirdness, we have something that is specific to offer the world. We have something that if we don't come through, no one else will be able to replicate what would have been given through us in the way that it would have been projected through us. It may fall to others to try to pick up that responsibility, but it won't be the same. There are those who will only connect to your brand of weird. You are the one who is going to resonate with certain people to bring glory to God and to defeat the darkness that surrounds us, that would try to take away all our uniqueness and blend us into something that we are not, to melt away all that would make us who we are and destroy us. We do have a real enemy in this life, and we feel that. We feel the oppression of an enemy that's trying to come against us. That's why for ages human beings have connected with the story of the hero who defeats evil, because that's who we are. We are meant to be the heroes who defeat evil. There is a real evil, and each of us plays a part in defeating it. In the lives of those who are around us are those weird people that we are meant to band together with. In the story of Stranger Things, we have both the real outcasts that have been stepped upon by others and those who have worn the mask of popularity, who have become outcasts themselves, because even those who appear to have it all together rarely do. And that's something else that we connect with. The reality and the humanizing that is done in the characters of Stranger Things really resonates with us as a deep level. And I don't know whether the creators of the show intended to send a profound message. The first objective of fiction, of course, is to entertain and to help us escape. And if it doesn't do that, then it's missing the mark. However, whether it was intentional or not, this does bring us into the space of feeling our deep hero, our deep, flawed hero that needs to be given gifts that we share with others who have different gifts, in coming to overcome evil that is greater than us in ways that we really don't have the power to do unless we are in fellowship with one another and in fellowship with the one who created us beautifully weird. So I want to encourage you to embrace your weird, embrace your inner hero, and begin to speak to yourself in a different sort of language. Know that you have other people who are just as strange as you are, whether they appear to be on the surface or not. And each of you has a role to play in defeating the darkness that would oppress the world. Use your strangeness to be boldly beautiful for your Creator, because that's why you were made, just the way you are. And read Psalm 139 if you don't believe me. It is there. We are fearfully and wonderfully made, and the Lord has made all his works wonderful, including me, my nerdy, geeky self, and you too. And I love you, and I hope you have a wonderful and beautiful week, no matter how weird it gets. Bye.